Okay, it's Nick Dutch back again. Okay, interesting. You can go out, you can have a chat with a few friends and have a completely, there's moments of creative thought processes which suddenly occur to you. And I suddenly realized what this one particular phrase from Nick Frank's book was going on about. Okay, this particular section I'm about to read, this passage of the book, comes from a section dedicated to the subject of the creation of radionic codes, which are essentially like a very advanced chaos magic sigil, really, for a particular representation of a pharmaceutical or an element or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a medicine. Thus, the extent to which the code maker can mentally penetrate the higher dimensions of nature and capture and describe the necessary information will determine the efficacy of the resulting code. What does that mean? In order for us to get good, what we've got to do is to think about the Ascension meditation. Alright, that's the penetration of the higher levels. That's what we've got to be doing. And that's why Crowley was quite so insistent and even gave a mental picture of us, biting our tongue until blood gushes forth. Of course, you don't want to do that, no. But he's just trying to say, this is like a really, really important exercise. And that's why I think that I've been needing to mention it quite so much in recent months, because people don't talk about it. Alright, what about the rising of the planes? What about the Ascension meditation? What about being able to access higher levels? The high sense perception that Barbara Ann Brennan wrote about in Hands of Light and Light Emerging, it's the same thing. And it's the thing which is obviously of key importance when dealing with any of this stuff. Alright? But instead, you go to your little chaos magic groups and there's no mention of this. You go to your little Wiccan groups, there's no mention of it. Why not? Either they already know and they don't want you to get good, or because they don't know and they're just talking complete rubbish. I report, you decide. But going over this again and again and again, bit by bit, is just really bringing to my mind's eye the complexity of the world we're essentially talking about. It is not simple, it is not easy, it is not something we can penetrate with the help of a cheap book from Museum Street. Okay, this is something which requires a bit of work. All right, the real religiosity, okay, would be in doing this stuff regularly as you can. The Ascension meditation, the body scan, the chakra exercise, middle pillar. That's essentially what the real work is. And the things you then do with ritual and meditations and the rest of that afterwards become essentially the products of your training. If the training is not good enough, then, the product itself cannot be good enough, can it? You see what I mean? So do the best you can with those ideas I've been trying to give you, and think about what Nick Frank is trying to talk about. Okay, the code maker, the radionic code maker, is the guy who's wants to create a remedy for something, okay? And needs to get the information to do so. So that he can then create a symbol, or a chaos magic sigil, which will contain all of the information, all of the ideas from all the various different levels of reality, the etheric, the astral, the causal, the this, that, and the other, the mental bodies, all this stuff, right? And all the various different chakras and meridians and other complicated squirming things that goes on around the body and all that kind of crazy stuff. There's a lot going on there. But also, it's how we prepare ourselves and how we build the sensitivity and how we change our awareness through changes in perception, attention, intention, and how we raise the energy, which is essentially what are the component parts of the whole process. Does that make sense? Are we now creating a cohesive model of magic now? Possibly. Speak to you in a bit. It's getting exciting.